All right. What's up, Twitch? So, I'm back. I got a Sammy right here. I'm like, what the hell? I got my coffee. I got my kombucha. Yummy. GT Synergy Passionberry Bliss. Boom, dude. My new favorite one for sure. Although that lemon berry is the bomb. And, dude, I'm just going to finish up this lunch right here, have a chat with you guys, and hop into the Learjet, man. I'm really, really pumped for it. Some pattern work. Matter of fact, I want to make sure that I have it. Yeah, what happened to my. There we go. QRH. Dude, yeah, dude. You're good. That is the Eclipse. It's the yeah, the CH Eclipse, man. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I've never been one to buy something super intense, expensive, like sim hardware wise. I just like do because I actually fly. Like I need the money for, if I'm gonna go fly. Um, but I will say this, that the Eclipse was an upgrade from what I've had for years, which was the just the regular CH products, like yoke, I guess. Super cheap, usually around 150 bucks. But the Eclipse is actually pretty nice. But I mean, I don't really use any of the additional crazy functions of it. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not that hardcore of a. Yeah, it was like 250. It was like 250. Um, but like there's like a really cool, what is it, Turtle Beach or something like that, yoke that's like 600 bucks or something, but it's got like um power prop and mix like throttle quadrant on it, as well as a two like jet like throttle lever type thing, and it's like so sick looking, but I'm just like, dude, why, like. So right now I'm just going through oh, really? That's cool, man. That's cool. So emergency procedures. I'm just kind of looking through emergency procedures right now, and seeing how this thing is laid out. Okay. The reason why I'm looking at it is, like, for example, I'm looking at the Learjet 45, the crew checklist and quick reference handbook that usually it'll be in the cockpit. And if you have a problem with anything, you can like take this thing out. It's like tabbed all down the side, like all these different types of like emergencies. You can like flip to the right tab number, and then boom, like you can see what to do. And so what I'm checking is like every so often you have these different emergency procedure, or these emergency situations, that in the beginning of everything, before you do anything, like look anything up, you should have these memory items like memorized. Um, and these I have a deck of flashcards that I found that I didn't make these ones. I made a lot of the ones that I have, but not these ones. They are the memory items for the emergency procedures for this airplane. And I've only just started going through the actual emergency procedures in the handbook right here, and just making sure that those cards that I've been memorizing, they're exactly the same, and so far it looks exactly the same. This is awesome. Um, Engine. So, yeah, because this is like way too intense to memorize all of the handbook. It's just there are how many pages, dude? I don't even almost 300 pages. Not a chance. But the memory items, on the other hand, definitely loss of both generators and both main batteries. Exactly, one on at a time. Right. Okay. Good. So that one lines up. Um, Cabin altitude. The emergency descent. Masks. Yep, yep, yep. I love it, dude. Damn, these were right the fuck on. Emergency evacuation. Fuck yeah, dude. These are all exactly how what the cards say to do. Right engine fire. Left engine fire. Man, I love it, dude. These memory items. I got these. Mm-hmm. During approach. Flaps 20, right. Yeah, the engine fail um on the approach is a big one. This is a really fun plane to fly in the pattern, dude. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm having a lot of fun just doing circuits all day. But I'm so pumped. I didn't tell you. I've been keeping it very like close to the chest, like what's going on with my training and this new job. But I will say that um I recently got my plane ticket to go out to training. So fuck, dude. I'm so pumped. So excited, dude. So aileron control jam, right? Attitude as required. Roll disc pull. Pilot controls with spoilerons. Do not use aileron trim. Damn, these are exactly what the cards say. This is great. I love it. The following steps are considered part of all emergency procedures: maintain airplane control, analyze the situation, take proper action. Sounds good, dude. Memory items right there. Abnormal procedures. Ah, the yellow. Okay. Do these have memory items? I don't see them. Sick. Awesome. Okay, dude. Well, that is dope. That's all I needed to do with the emergency procedures. I got my before start engine checklist right there, dude. While I let's try and memorize these things while I finish up this sandwich, man. Let's do pattern work somewhere else. Let's do pattern work. At John Wayne, I guess. No. Long Beach. Sweet. What are the planes they have? F-18. Sweet. Oh, shit. F-15. God damn. Really? C-90. 747. 777. Oh, dude. Airbus. Cool. You know, this is even though I don't really like this program that much, um, this plane has a lot of functionality to it, I have to say. And I bet those other jets have some functionality to them too. It's really great. What the hell though, dude? Cold and dark. There we go. Okay. So, let's see if I can do this. So circuit breakers. Left and right. Landing gear down. Batteries. Let's see if I can just do it without turning it on. Batteries, electrical, or I'm sorry, emergency on, avionics, mains are on for the APU start and off for the battery start. Non-essentials as required and generators off. Anti-ice is off. Lights, beacon. APU start will be APU master on. And we'll do a fire test. Engine left, engine right. APU start on. All right. APU start is on. APU gen is available. APU gen on, and then bleed on, pack on. I'm going to say rudder boost. Test the gear, the flaps, the ADC, the stall, and the ground proximity. Set the emergency brake. Flight controls free and correct. Disconnects. Um, maybe that's actually when I do the testing. But reversion on norm, check systems, um, lights for are off, probes are off, um, and aux hide on, check for hydraulics, aux hide off, emergency brake is set, rudder boost is on again, just check on, engine computers on, and then APR is not on for this. Oh, engine sync is off, and then engine start. We start the left. Instruments. We'll do generator and that. We'll do start the other engine. Parameters. Let's see here. Windshields are on. Taxi lights. Nose wheel steering. Pack. I forget what to do with the pack. Okay, cool. Let's see how we did. So, circuit breakers. Left and right. Did the batteries, electrical, or I'm sorry, emergency, avionics, mains. Oh, no. Avionics. Oh, the mains will be on. Okay, I see. They come on automatically, I see. Left and right battery simultaneous. Emergency avionics on for the APU, off for the battery start. Not essential, off for battery starts, and gens are off. APU, beacon, APU master, detect, fire detect, start it, gen, bleed, pack. Okay, bus tie. Elevator disconnect, roll disconnect, flight controls free and correct, lights, reversion panel, engine instruments, check fuel, summary page, go probes off, windshield off, aircraft lighting is off, aux hide on, check B accum, check the brake accumulator, and then parking brake on, aux hide off, passenger oxygen pack off, or if the APU bleed is on, then on. So, okay. Environmental controls set, rudder boost is on, check the systems. What does this say? Master caution. Trim, fuel. Computers are on, engine sync. Avionics set. Check batteries. Strobe. Emergency parking brake set. Thrust levers idle. Engine start. Engine instruments. Check pressure. Hydraulics. Other engine start. Emergency lights on. Ooh, I didn't get that. External power. Pack. Or if the APU bleed is on, then on. Anti-ice, APU bleed, pack on. Bleed air, APU bleed. Okay, and then before taxi, circuit breakers. So left and right windshield would be on. Spoilers set extend to check, and then arm flaps check rudder boost. Lighting check pressure. Yeah, so this is very, very straightforward. Okay, cool, man. All right. That sandwich was bomb, but it is time to get to work. Oh, dude, I got some berries in the fridge. Man, that sounds good too. Let's get to work. I'm going to plug my yoke and my pedals in. I'm actually going to keep it super chill and not go full like track IR. Old Man Gaming, what's up, dude? Things are good, man. We're ready to, I'm going to do some pattern work in the Lear. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it from this seat, though, mostly. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Yeah, the food was super good. Like, it was a turkey and Colby cheese. Colby Jack cheese. Whew. All right, so before starting engines, okay, let's see if we can do this here. One more time. So, circuit breakers, gear down, batteries, emergency, avionics on for APU start and off for the battery start. Non-essentials as required, gens off. Probes and windshield off, lights are all off. APU start, it'll be the APU master, do the fire test. APU start stop, push that. APU gen, APU bleed, pack on if the APU bleed is on. And come around, with the beacon on, of course. Disconnects stowed, flight controls free and correct. Test the lights, reversion, systems. Yeah, after the APU actually. Pack, landing light, or landing altitude. Oh, okay, yeah, and then it's just rudder boost. Yeah, so we don't do anything with lights. Everything is off. And then, yeah, okay, cool. So disconnects, flight control screen correct, lights, reversion, systems. Whoa, wait a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right? Okay. Flight controls, disconnects, lights, reversion. Yeah. Panel with systems. These are all off. Right. Oxide on. Check hydraulics. Oxide off. Pack on if the APU bleed is on. Rudder boost. Right. Okay, cool. Cool, dude. We're set. Let's do it. All right. Circuit breakers, gear down, batteries, emergency, avionics off for battery start, on for APU start, non essentials as required, generators off. Systems, we got 3000 in the brake accumulator. Volts look good. Let's go beacon and turn on the APU. So APU master's on. Do the fire test, left and right engine fire, and then start the APU. Once that's available, boom, APU generator available, bam, avionics on, and then APU bleed is on with the pack on. All right. Disconnects are stowed, and flight controls are free and correct. Test the lights. All right, lights look good. Reversion, we've got 3000 in the BACUM. Let's go oxide. And yeah, we see and we hear the pump on. Emergency parking brake is set. BACUM is at 3000. Pack is on because of the APU bleed. And actually right now it should be off because of the battery start. Landing altitude, rudder boost on. Fire detect. We already did it. Let's go check the other things. Gear, right there, good. Sounds good. Master caution trim. Let's go flight. Okay. And then we come down here. Rudder boost is on. Flight computers are on and engine sync is off. Let's go start the right, or let's start the right engine. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the throttles are out of cutoff. Very nice. All right. We got a N2 stable, N1 is stable. We got ITTs looking good. Pressure, temperature, fuel flow. We've got fuel. Accumulator, or the main hydraulics is up at 3,000. And right main, right generator's on, and the bus tie is on because it's a battery start. So let's go to the left engine with the ignition. Emergency battery annunciator comes on actually because the standby fuel pump. Does that make sense? Emergency battery is off. N2 on the rise and stable, or N2 is stable, I should say. N1 is good. There's above 50% N2. Oil pressure, temperature, fuel flow is good. Batteries are good. Main and the brake accumulator at 3,000 psi. Cabin altitude, oxygen levels good. Let's go avionics on. And windshields on. Strobe should have been on, and then lights for taxi, smoking and belts. Emergency lights are on, and then armed. Nose wheel steering, Ogs hide will be on for takeoff. Pack on. If the APU bleed is on, and then flaps set for takeoff. Let's set extend, and we can extend them. Is armed. Looking really good. Let's double check it. Yeah, so we checked our batteries, beacon to strobe to beacon, parking brake thrust levers idle, engine start, engine instruments, we checked our pressure, emergency lights on, check, and then arm, pack off or on if APU bleed. We started both engines, and then pack is off, and then pack on if the APU bleed is off. So once the engines are started, APU bleed off, and then pack back on. Emergency pressure check. Sounds good. Circuit breakers, left and right windshield is on. Spoilers checked. Flap set. Rudder control or rudder boost on. Nose steer, hydraulics, and then taxiing before takeoff. So we'll get our takeoff data set. Nav equipment, flaps are set, trims, we'll brief our takeoff. High flow is off. And then we'll shut it down before takeoff. Actually, we'll shut the APU down before takeoff. Okay, cool. So we're ready for taxi. Runway 30, 451 Charlie Kilo. Okay, we look to the left and to the right. It's looking good. Taxiway Lima's clear. All right, there we go. So 110.3, and then on nav, we select a course of 301. And then on a nav 2, we've got 115.7 with a bearing pointer on number 2. Okay, before takeoff, so let's get Oxide on. Probes are on. Wing stab nacelles on. Landing light on. Recognition on. Nav on. Flaps are set for takeoff. APR is armed. High flow off, pack is on, that's fine. Nav is set, and we're actually good to go. Let's shut the APU off. APU bleed off. We'll just do it when we're holding short right here. Okay. So APU bleed off. Master or start stop is off, and then master is off. Fuel quantity update. Runway lineup. So we got the probes on, recognition, landing taxi on, beacon is set to strobe, Oxide on, APR armed, good to go. So what we'll do is we'll go gear up, positive rate, gear up, flaps up, V2 plus 25. Yaw damper as required. Spoiler retract. Anti-ice systems as required. So wing stab nacelles, taxi lights. So those need to come off. So basically it's going to be full power. Gear up, flaps up, taxi lights off. And left and right ignition off. APR off. Okay, cool. Clear for takeoff, runway 30451 Charlie Kilo. All right, 40%, looks good. All right, airspeed alive, systems are green. V1, rotate. Oh, is this not? Oh, there we go. Ooh, we were not very trimmed. Positive rate, gear up, and flaps up. Okay, and yaw damper as required. Landing light is off, and spoilers retract. Wing stab nacelles are on. Ignition on. Okay, climb. No smoking belts is required. Pressurization set. Altimeters 1, 2, and 3. Recognition light off. Oxygen. Let's go downwind. Oxygen checked. So we got battery, amps, yeah, temperature, main and brake accumulator both 3000. Cabin altitude. Fuel quantity is, or oxygen quantity is good. Descent, pressurization. Thrust levers, wing stab nacelles on, anti-ice. Altimeters 1, 2, and 3, recognition light on. Fuel quantities, landing data, approach high flow off, engine sync is off. Uh, 19,000 pounds. Our approach is 132, speed 122 for the ref. Landing distance 19,000 pounds at sea level is 2,700 feet at 68. So spoiler armed. Flaps set to 8 right now. We are below 250. Oxide on. Gear down. Landing taxi lights as required. Flaps down, and then now it's all the normal stuff. So 132 and 122. I thought it was 133. Why am I thinking that? 132 and yeah, well there you go. All right. Alright, gear down 3 green, oxide on, landing and recognition lights on. Looking really good. Super stable. 68%, something in there. Nice. 196. Let's go ahead and go downwind. Power reduce. Flaps 2, or 20, rather. Let's go flaps full. We're below 150. Gear down 3 green. There's the field, and we're just going to hang out right here at this speed and altitude and bring in the glide slope. Alright, spoilers armed, full flaps, gear down 3 green at the final. Glide slope, and we are on speed. Trim. That 55% is really what's up, man. Like when I'm on slope. Ooh, nope. You know what? It needs to be more. More. Should be like 124 right now. Here we go.
400.
I like the power setting. I like the speed. Wow, way too high. Positive rate, gear up. V2 plus 25, flaps up. And we got recognition light off. And speed brake on retract. Flaps 8, gear up, climate, okay, spoilers, retract, check. Wing stab nacelles are on. Landing taxi lights off, ignition's off, APR is off. Climb, no smoking belts. Pressurization altimeters 1, 2, and 3. Oxygen systems. Electrical is good. Main and brake accumulators at 3,000. Cabin altitude. Oxygen quantity is good. Excuse me. Recognition light off. So systems are checked. Wing stab nacelles on. Altimeters 1, 2, transition. Okay. Altimeters 1, 2, and 3. Recognition light on. Ooh, oops. On. Taxi lights on. Oxide on. Probes, windshield, wind stab nacelles on. Flaps 1, gear down. High flow is off, engine sync is off. 19,000 pounds. V approach is 132, ref of 122. 20 Celsius at 19,000 pounds at sea level, 2,700 feet. Spoiler armed. Flaps 8. Oxide on, gear down. Lights are on, flaps down, and then good. Alright, dude. We got the flow now. We could even go flaps 20 now. And then let's go and arm the APR. Alright, there's 2,000. Let's level off here. Actually, we'll start our descent down to 16. slowing it down. Spoilers armed. Probe's windshield on. Wing stab and nacelles are on. Lights are on. Gear down. Oxide on. Oh, there's 1600. And we'll go full flaps now under 150. Head on down to 1600 feet and 133. All right, systems are looking good. Nose steer is on, oxide geared down, and auto spoiler is armed. I like the speed and the altitude. Glide slope is coming in. APR is armed. This is kind of like all over today for some reason. Alright. There's glide slope. Gear down 3 green at the final. I like the speed is a little fast actually, but I do like the power setting because we're about to trim nose up and bring that speed down a little bit. Actually, we need a little more power. Okay, we're on slope, on localizer, on speed. Looking good. We're on slope, lateral, localizer looks good. This is like everywhere right now.
100. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
No, that was really messed up.
10.
No. Alright, flaps 8. Positive rate, gear up. V2 plus 25 flaps up. Oh shit. And then lights. And flaps APR. Computers. Sync is off. Oh. Sync is off. Yaw damper is required. Spoiler retract. Yeah, see, that was just not good. Get better next time. So yeah, gear up, flaps up at V2 plus 25. Spoiler retract, thrust levers, wing stab nacelles are on. Landing, ignition, APR off. Okay. No smoking belts, pressurization altimeters 1, 2, and 3. Recognition light off, check. Cruise, descent, wing stab nacelles are on, altimeters 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to go lights on. Recognition, boom. Come down here, and APR is armed. Flaps 1. Gear down. Oh, Og's Hide is on, gear down. See, I missed the Og's Hide off, I believe, as well. Og's Hide on. Oh, okay. I could have swore that I do Og's Hide off. Altimeters, recognition, oxygen. High flow off, engine sync. Landing data, so 19,000 pounds. 132 for approach, 122 for ref. 20 Celsius, 19,000 pounds at sea level is 2,700 feet. Spoilers armed, flaps 8. Actually, we'll go flaps 20. Og's Hide on. Check. Taxi lights as required. Alright, cool. Dang, that was, it's kind of rough. So I need to don't forget the spoiler needs to be retracted. Alright, let's start heading down to, so we have flaps 20 in right now. Let's head down to 1600 and work our way down to 132. A little slow right now. We're going to climb back up to 16 right now. Wings level. All right, cool, man. No, just some great pattern work. Super fun to do pattern work in this. So it should be 135 on base and 1600 feet level. Let's go full flaps. Now that we're below 150. Let's go get it like a 30-degree intercept. No, yeah, welcome back, though. What'd you get for lunch, dude? There's the runway right there. In, like, the 10 o'clock position. I'm just going to hang out here at 1,600 feet. Go get that localizer there. So once again, probes windshields are on. Wing stab nacelles are on. Lights are on. Gear down 3 green. Oxhide on. Spoilers are armed. APR is armed. Glide slopes coming in. Alright, there's glide slope. And last time this seemed to really like 61%, so let's try and do that. Maybe 59 to go get the glide slope and then bump it up again. Kind of fast. I think it's gonna work out actually. No, we need to reduce.
1,000.
Trim for glide slope. Speed's going to come down. We're starting to drift below the glide slope and get slow, so add some power. Trim nose up for speed. Good. What I'm trying to do this time is not come in. I was a few knots too slow last time. Really felt the pain from that.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Okay, I'm going to experiment with something different now. I'm actually going to go with a little bit of power. Slight power reduction. Come back here.
30. 20.
And then just set it on just like that. Power. Flaps 8. I think that's the way to do it. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps 8, and then V2 plus 25, flaps up. Spoilers retract. Lights are off. APR off. And oxide. Whoa, this trim is out of control. Go around, autopilot, thrust levers, take off, flaps 8, gear up, climb via plus 20, and then after takeoff, oops, shit. Flaps up, spoiler retract, wing stab nacelles, taxi lights, ignition off, APR off. Climbed check, no smoking belts. Pressurization altimeters 1, 2, and 3, recognition light off, oxygen system check. We've got batteries looking good, main and brake accumulator at 3000, cabin altitude's good, oxygen's good. Systems have been checked. Thrust levers, wing stab nacelles on, altimeters 1, 2, 3, recognition lights on. Lights, spoiler is armed, and then APR is armed. Alright, we're down. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Better at the checklist, but now the airplane has, flying the airplane has suffered. Okay. Flaps 1, oxide on, gear down. High flow is off. Gear down 3 green. And landing data, high flow off, engine sync is off. 19,000 pounds, 132 approach, speed 122 is VREF, 20 Celsius at sea level, 19,000 pounds, 2,700 feet. Spoiler arm flaps, let's go 20. Oxide on, gear down, lights, flaps as required. Okay. Getting quicker for sure. Let's get this thing trimmed out so we can get another drink of kombucha. So we got flaps 20 in right now. Gear down, 3 green. Auto spoiler is armed. I feel like we're too slow for the downwind. Power up and trim nose down. There we go. Okay, this will be a full stop landing. Actually, maybe one more. Babe, are you on? Pretty high. A little slow and high, so let's just reduce some power. And let's get down to 1600 as well. Very, very gradual. We'll go full flaps on base. Oh shit. Easy, easy. Whoa, easy. So you know what? I think I found out the trick, man. Be on V ref and then short final, reduce power slightly. Get some nose up trim in there so the airplane sinks on its own. That's what needs to, dude, duh. Basically, I need to do a soft field landing technique in this. So yeah, instead of bringing the power to idle, I'll leave a little bit of power in there. Oh, there's the fuel quantity low. Okay. Whoa, we are like way off. Okay, cool. We got the fuel imbalance. Gotcha. Loud and clear. 1600. Let's get down to 133 and full flaps. Now that we're below 150. Let's since we're so far out, let's get that intercept angle right now, 30 degrees, you know, just start making our way over. There we go. This has been really helpful. So soft field landing technique, yeah, is what needs to happen. So be on VREF. I can be at VREF. And then instead of going power idle, going into ground effect, go get a power reduction in there just before ground effect. Come back to the yoke and just start trimming a little bit nose up. That's what's up. That makes a lot of sense too. Should be at 1600 actually. All right, so we are full flaps. Spoiler is armed. APR is armed. Augs hide on. Gear down 3 green. Lights are on. Probes, windshields are on. Wing stab nacelles are on. Maintaining 1600. A little slow on speed, but you know, we're about to actually, yeah, we could be a little faster. We have full flaps in. All right, here comes glide slope. We're on speed. We got to make this one count. This is my last one. Full stop. And I'm gonna take a break. But very successful day. Let's try 60%, or like 59 or 60. So there's speed, but we're high. So let's just pitch. Nose steering is on. Gear down 3 green short final.
One south.
Speed looks good. A little low. We're getting back on slope. If I just need to like close that gap a little bit, there we go. We'll get the speed back here in a second. So we'll try that technique again with the slight power reduction.
400. 300. 200.
So the question is, when do I do it?
100.
Start trimming a little nose up, maybe right now.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That's how you do it. Idle, thrust reversers. I love it. That's totally the way to do it. Alright, clean up the airplane with flaps up. Recognition light off. We've got taxi, probes. Actually, we need the anti-ice off. And APR is off. And sounds good, man. Alright. Dude, that was fun. Dude, thank you guys so much for hanging out. That was a really great session. You know, not bad. Hour and a half. Getting some good checklist usage and pattern work in. Super, super important. Your boy, you inspired me to do. I was planning on doing it anyways, but I, really wanted to cut my Fallout session short to be able to do that. Very, very good on you for doing that today in the sim as well. So I hope you can look back at my video and learn some things about high power airplanes in the sim or in the pattern. Yeah, lots of fun. So I'll be back later. I'm probably gonna go fly here pretty soon. I'm gonna check in with a buddy of mine. Gonna go fly soon. But if not, then I will, yeah. Well, actually, I think either way, what I'll do right now is I'll maybe read for a little bit, some study materials. And I will catch up with you guys later on tonight, most likely. Really excited about it, man. Thanks again, and talk soon. See ya.